We must be outside the tower.
Are we here? This is it. This is the place I saw.
Melia.
Father! Father? Who is this?
Welcome, true heir to the Monado.
Who are you? Check that guy out.
Is this...
He's one of the giants, said to have become extinct eons ago. This is what our forefathers locked away.
I am Zanza, and I have waited centuries for you.
You waited for him? But I thought our forefathers imprisoned you here.
I forged the Monado. It is molded from me. All who wield the sword are made known to me.
You made the Monado?
Yes. I made it millennia ago to oppose menace.
But why are you imprisoned?
The Monado controls the principle upon which life is based, the source of your existence, ether. Master the principle of life, and all things will bow to you. Your power would be infinite. As you now know, the sword gives the wielder the power of foresight. And I myself once used that sword against the menace and defeated it.
You're telling us you beat the menace with that tiny thing?
Its appearance is merely an illusion. Its form morphs to conform to the will of its master. The power comes from within. But its power was feared by some. That is why the High Entia imprisoned me here long ago.
That can't be true. Our forefathers would have had better reason.
You are what you are. Do you not believe your own eyes? Open your mind, new ruler of the High Entia. The Monado is the blade of the Bionis, the only force that can oppose the menace. As the wielder grows, so too does his ability to control all things. Yet there is still power trapped in the sword. The Monado is in shackles.
Shackles?
It is suppressed.
You mean...
Yes, it was this constraint that gave rise to faced Mechon. Mechon which cannot be destroyed by the Monado.
This is beginning to wear thin. Is it? Where's this power coming from? That? So he's come out to play. That's cheating. Can't have that. This is gonna be good. Try and stop my new toy. Catch this, Zanza.
That's what impaled him in the vision.
These shackles, they must be the reason the Monado can't hurt people as well. Does that have something to do with the faced Mechon?
You must find that out by yourself. I will remove those shackles for you. But you must take the Monado and free me from this prison. Free me, and the Monado will cut down anything you wish. Nothing but a god can stand in your way.
Don't do it, Shulk.
But Melia, why?
Something's not right. The Forefathers must have had good reason to seal him.
I need that power. I thought you of all people would understand.
I do, but it's just...
Hold on a minute. He only said he'd release this new power. Sounds like a good idea to me.
But...
Melia, please understand. I must do what I set out to. The Mechon must pay.
But yeah, we know the faced Mechon had past lives and were probably human, so it makes sense they can't be harmed. Yep. Sepia tone flashback.
Young Shulk, I will not force you. I ask for nothing in return. It is your choice.
I will.
Heir to the Monado. Your will shall be done. Let the shackles be released.
This party's over!
Oh! Zanza! It's him! Metal Face!
Sorry we're late to the party. What do you think of our leader's gift?
How did you know we'd be here?
What's that? The poor insects are a little confused. We're here for the old fool. If he's dead, he can't power up the Monado. You being here's just an added bonus. Huh?
A silver-faced Mechon!
Zanza? Respond, Zanza. I know you can hear me.
I sense thought waves.
Zanza, how many more will you sacrifice?
Who are you to talk to me? How dare you? You know nothing.
I am here to talk, Zanza.
Mechon! You will pay for what you've done!
Please wait. I mean you no harm.
Give us back Fiora! Give her back!
I told you to stay out of the way, boy!
Shulk!
Weak and pathetic.
Dunban!
Stupid bug.
Melia!
Look at you, worthless without the Monado. Isn't that right, young man?
What or who are you? How do you know me?
Let's see if this jogs your memory.
He even uses claws like that other guy.
He moves like... But that's impossible! Don't bang!
Cease immediately. They are not our target.
Any final words? Die! Who dares?
Stop at once, Mechon!
Emperor!
Father!
Are you hurt, Melia?
No. Father.
You're gonna pay for that. You bag of bones!
Melia!
Looks like he's had his wings clipped. Did you really expect to beat me?
Emperor! I... failed you.
Heir to the Monado.
Sansa! You're alive! Give me the power I need!
Damn those
Now
pubes.
a mere shell.
Wonder.
The power is already yours.
What?
The shackles have been broken. Wield the sword. It bends to your will. Think of your enemy, and the power to defeat them is yours. Ah!
Sansa. Mechon. It's not over. The people of Bionis will never let you triumph.
It's changing form!
Be careful. We cannot withstand such power.
Shulk!
Monado
Hey.
shackles have been released.
And they can be leveled up to level 10. The landmark. Real helpful.
So that's interesting. She and the others are standing outside the battlefield.
Yeah, just hanging out. She's preventing
Yeah,
them
preventing
from
them
getting in, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's interesting. She said that they weren't there for them. Then why were they
yeah,
there?
and how many people does Zanza have to sacrifice?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Zanza's not on the up and up.
Well, maybe it really is because to craft the Monado, or it probably requires life or ether or something along those lines.
Wasn't there something like a couple days ago about attack and destroy God?
Oh,
There
attack
was-
and dethrone.
Yeah, was that it?
It was a Fox News thing about what people are attempting to do with movements.
When Zanza got speared through, I'm just like, attack and destroy God. And it's like, yes, it's happening.
Well, people are just making a bunch of anime trope memes out of it because it's usually what the final boss battle entails.
Well, this is bad news.
Uh-oh. What?
Yeah, we got smacked.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember, you need to use your abilities to foresee the future and such.
Well, yeah, it didn't give me that option. He just hurt me a bunch.
So your sword looks puny now.
Yeah, I didn't actually get any new abilities.
It looked like it had tripled in size.
Yeah, it was real big earlier.
But really weird to talk about swords tripling in size and getting big.
Shulk is a 100% a grower.
Hunter! I mean, inevitably, won't this thing have to be 100 times as long as it would have normally, like, in order to be the Bionis' weapon of choice? Oh.
You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
Desist!
What? Look at him! The Monado was changed!
Good. Now you feel it. Swing the blade to your heart's content.
Wait. Is this what you truly desire, Zanza?
I see now. It is as I suspected. You exist outside the pre-established harmony.
Is that... Hans? No way! Fiora! Fiora! You're still alive!
Zanza, you have not changed at all. That is clear. But still, I cannot...
Do as you please.
Fiora! Wait!
My mission is complete. Returning to base.
You were lucky this time, dumb man. But next time, I'll slice you in two.
Fiora! It's me! Shulk! Fiora!
We were too late. Again. I saw it. I knew it would happen.
Shulk.
Why? Why did this have to happen?
Father.
Is he still moving?
Melia, the hope of our people. You must not cry.
Don't say that. I don't care how improper it is. Let me cry.
Melia.
Why does it have to be me? If all it takes is to be half Homs.
Is that what you think? You are very much mistaken.
But...
To become the hope of the High Entia is a fate that you choose for yourself. As long as you remember this, it is certain that you will be worthy of that name. But remember this also. It is not because you are the hope of the High Entia that I love you. It is because I love you that I wish for you to become that hope. Heir to the Monado, I leave the sword in your hands. The sword that my forefathers sealed away. With it, you can succeed.
Your Majesty.
Melia, cry for as long as you must. But when your tears are dry...
Father! No!
Melia, come with me.
Shulk,
You'll have plenty of time to think about your empire and your people's hopes. If you need me, I will be at your side. But you are an individual. You are Melia Antiqua. And you can't let them get away with this.
You're right. My foremost concern is making them pay.
Well played indeed, Zanza.
I do what is necessary for the world.
I could very easily have stood in for you.
Your sentiment is appreciated. I see a storm on the horizon.
Creepy.
Yeah, so they're probably not the good guys.
And finally, Crown Princess Melia's accession will take place 1 year from today. Until such time, as decreed by the Crown Princess, I shall assume imperial duties as regent. If there is anyone who objects to said decision, state your grievances now.
All the ministries are unanimous. We have no objection to Her Majesty's decree.
To each and every one of you, our thanks.
If I may, Your Highness, I would like to propose a round-table discussion on strategy concerning the Mekon.
Ah, what to do about the Mekon? Our defenses must be shored up immediately.
Not only our defenses, Your Highness.
Do you suggest an offensive approach? While the capital still licks its wounds?
The Ministry of Research has the ideal solution.
Are they gonna talk about Fiora?
Friends act strange. A friend sad? Ah, Ricky's sad too, because of empty belly.
Ricky, we already ate. Us Homs don't get upset just because we're hungry.
Not hungry? Oh, Hom must have small bellies. Oh, Ricky jealous.
We've got to get our minds off this somehow. Dunban's locked himself away ever since we came back. Is it because of the girl who was operating that Mekon?
Melia,
How are you?
What do you mean? If you were talking about father, I'm fine. I have no choice but to look to the future.
You're stronger than me, Melia.
Do not mock me. More importantly, it is time you tell me who she is.
We've known her all our lives. We thought she was killed in Colony 9.
She didn't even recognize us. She's not the Fiora I remember.
It looked a lot like Fiora. But if it was her, then I can't imagine how Dunban feels.
What did he mean?
Fiora is Dunban's sister.
I didn't know. Is this Fiora important to Shulk?
Important? She's more than important. She's the reason we're out here.
If that really was Fiora, why didn't she reply to me? Fiora. I'd better talk to Dunban. He'll know something.
I think someone else was installed in her.
Yep.
Someone with a history with Zanza.
Yep.
Because didn't in that little cutscene did they mention transplant?
Yeah.
So while they still needed a human body to
They applied a soul.
pilot, yeah, they applied someone else's soul to it. Why are you jittering back and forth?
Because I want to see the animation kind of break.
Understand that.
It's amusing. This is one of those games that can actually handle you, like, flicking the stick. You actually have, like, a semblance of a walk cycle. As opposed to a lot of games where the character, like, resets the animation every time you try and move.
Ah.
I've been looking for you. So this is where you were.
Shulk. Apologies. Was everyone worried?
Of course. Me especially.
Hmm?
It's just... I've been thinking about Fiora. And I can't help wondering.
Wondering what?
You saw how Fiora acted. It was like she didn't even recognize us.
Yes. It's unsettling. But Shulk, don't get me wrong. I'm not sad. Even if she doesn't recognize me, I'm glad to know she's alive.
Dunban...
You see, Fiora was born many years after me. And, not long afterwards, we lost our father to a Mechon. It was left to me to protect and raise her, almost like a father.
I was always jealous that she had you as her brother.
Ah, yes. You and Fiora used to be inseparable.
Yeah.
I need to tell you something. I always thought, if Fiora were to be with anyone, it should be you.
What? But Ryan hangs out with her just as much as me.
Yeah, he does. But Fiora doesn't like him in that way.
Oh. I see.
He's a nice guy. Reminds me of myself when I was his age. All reckless and hot-headed. Probably why he's not right for her. Listen, Shulk.
Yes?
A lost life can never be returned. but she's alive. It doesn't matter that she's lost her memory.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Fiora and I have spent our entire lives together. The memory of that can't have disappeared completely. It's up to us. We have to help her remember. Help me, Shulk. Help me get her back.
You know I will.
Okay. Let's go tell the others.
Awkward.
Take my sister.
Hey, they're back.
Have you gathered your thoughts?
Yes. Sorry to be a nuisance.
Shulk, you too?
Yep. All thanks to Dunban.
I'm glad.
Forgive me. His Highness Callian summons you.
You think something's happened?
We won't know until we get there.
That was so awkward. The whole... We thought she was dead all this time, but now that she's alive, granted, potentially with amnesia or someone else's personality inside her. You know, I always wanted her to be with you, Shulk.
Take my sister.
Oh boy. Hey, why play matchmaker now? Is that just to embolden Shulk to try getting her back? Is that what Dunban's aim is?
Yeah, maybe.
His motive... He's just attempting to motivate him in that manner. Weird. Also, was Melia's question, does she mean something more to Shulk? Like that kind of thing. You don't think there's triangles going on here already, do you?
There are a couple of things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte is looking at Ryan for replacement whatever husband.
Oh, Godot.
Yeah.
One of the first things that she told him was that Ryan reminded her of Godot.
Yeah. Let's see.
And then Riki also wants Charlotte to fall in love with him, even though he already has a bundle of children. Okay. And then, I don't know if Ryan has any interest in Fiora. But we know that Fiora liked Shulk. And I thought that Shulk might like Melia and Melia Shulk if it weren't for Fiora. I don't know. I suppose we don't necessarily need to discuss different ships.
But all aboard.
Oh. Are you just upgrading everyone's gear?
Kind of. Mostly Shulk.
Oh. Yeah, you don't have any slots.
Let's see. I only...
Oh, that's interesting. It looks like there's one more slot for someone. I'm guessing it's Fiora, but maybe not.
She did have, like, a full talent tree.
Yeah, it could be her at the end of the row. If we are able to free her.
Or not her? Oh, how wacky would that be? If it's like, oh, yeah, I'm embodying your friend, but I can't let her go. Slash, like, she doesn't exist anymore.
She doesn't exist anymore because her spirit already went back to the Bionis or something. Unless it's one of those situations where she wasn't dead, but they emptied the body of its spirit so that they can put the other spirit in. So maybe her spirit's around somewhere, perhaps not. I don't know.
This feels like no matter what, it's gonna end weird.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that she definitely had the appearance of the sword ladies in the later games.
Oh, the blades?
Mm-hmm. You know, the outfit she was wearing, the headdress piece and such.
Let's see, do not spoil this for Shell. We were theory crafting,
Yeah, we're theory
not that
crafting.
we want answers.
We're not asking for answers. I like to ponder and guess at the possibilities.
Oh, hey. Now that we're not fighting Mechon for a while.
Yes?
Butterball.
Oh. Look at that little dance. He's so cute. Look at this. Look at that.
Maximum cute.
Ah.
Riki is the best character. I just wish you didn't need Monado enchant. Like, that was just kind of a default thing that you unlocked for the whole party, so you don't have to always have Shulk whenever you're fighting a Monado, a Mechon boss. I know you can definitely just knock him down. Where are we going, actually? Where? Oh.
You have to go back to the throne room to speak with Callian.
Wait, weren't we just there? Or did we get distracted? Shoot, I forget. Maybe we were going to go talk to Callian, and then you were talking about stuff, so I decided to mess with inventory, and then that's what happened.
Now, the interesting thing is this precisely what the mother would have wanted for her own son to be placed on the throne, even if only as a regent?
I apologize for calling you at short notice.
It's fine. Is anything wrong?
I must apologize to you all. Forgive our hubris. We High Entia were arrogant enough to idly sit behind our defenses, safe in the knowledge that Mekonis lies a great distance from our land, and we were wrong. Our decision to ignore the Mekon assault on your homeland was wrong.
Your Highness, does this mean...
Yes, Shulk. We will face the dangers ahead together.
Brother.
Which leads me to my request. After setting eyes on a group consisting of Homs, Nopon, and High Entia alike, I realized an allied army must be formed. I ask that you act as ambassadors for the assembly of this force. Tell me your thoughts, Shulk.
I need time before I make a decision.
Does Shulk not wish to aid us in our mission?
I do not believe that to be true.
Then why?
Shulk has other people to consider.
Oh, we haven't done anything for Colony 6 yet.
That wasn't like you, Shulk.
I'm sorry.
You know you can talk to me.
It's Fiora. That's why you're hesitating.
Yeah.
Knew it. You wouldn't think twice otherwise.
I just don't know.
Find her, Shulk.
Melia,
I used to believe my father did not love me. Until the day he died. If you do not grasp the importance of loved ones until after they are gone, that is simply too late.
You're right, Melia. I've made up my mind. I'm going to get Fiora back.
You don't have to do this. I'll go and look for her myself. The burden should be mine.
No. I want her back as much as you.
Leave the ambassador stuff to me, Shulk. I'll probably make a mess of it. But we're a team. You can count on me.
I'm afraid that is my duty, Rhine. I am of both High Entia and Hom's blood. I am the Crown Princess, and of mixed heritage. Thus, I am best suited to carry out this task.
That means we won't...
Yes, I will remain here. We must say goodbye. Is that what you really want? Yes. But promise me, when you find her, you'll come back. I'll be here waiting for you.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. It's probably a good idea if I go and tell Callion myself.
I am sure he already understands. Besides, it's likely that the ministers are harassing him at this present moment. We should spare him any further inconvenience.
Then... this is goodbye.
Yes. Come back as soon as you can. We are in great need of your help.
Got it.
Hmm?
Why are you still here?
Listen, I'll keep an eye on Shulk for you.
Whatever can you mean?
Well, it's a risky strategy, letting Shulk go off and just hoping he'll come back to you.
Shulk and I are merely...
Yeah. But remember, the longer he's away, the more chance his feelings for you will fade. But once we find this Fiora, I will personally whisk him back here in a heartbeat. Don't give up.
I appreciate it.
Great. Don't worry, Melia. I'm on your side.
Oh.
Brother?
The triangle strengthens.
Charla is clearly in Team
Just on
Melia.
your way out, I see.
It's not what...
I'm sorry, Your Highness. About your offer. We must humbly decline.
I see. Very well. Let us hope my sister does not shed too many tears.
I stay because I must, brother.
Oh, a decoy?
There's 2 Melias.
I'm wrong. This Melie smell different.
Yes. We need Melia to learn more of the lands of Bionis. But she is still bound to handle public matters. Hence, another Melia.
Callion.
Your Highness, Crown Princess. As your humble subject, I formally request the following.
Speak.
I request that you accompany Shulk in his quest to find the Mechon that attacked Alcamoth.
Are you sure?
Shulk, I am aware of everything. Go forth and follow your heart. There will come a day when we need you, but it is not today.
Your Highness, that means a lot to me.
That is one cool prince.
If only someone had his sensitivity.
Sensitivity? Well, I'm sensitive.
He has glasses, of course he does.
The jury's out on that one. That's a relief.
We have recently received a report that the silver-faced Mechon fled to Galahad Fortress, the Mechon stronghold at Sword Valley. It will be a treacherous path. My sister is in your hands.
Thank you, Callion. I will keep her safe.
Regent, I accept your request. I will return victorious with Shulk.
I am most pleased.
Leaving without me?
No! We don't want you.
Want to come?
To reach Galahad Fortress, you will need to travel through Valak Mountain on the right arm of the Bionis. The snow-covered mountains are fraught with danger. Those unfamiliar to them risk never coming back.
Of course you would be familiar with that region.
Then there's no point in wasting time.
Leave the Allied force to me. I am not known for my diplomacy, but call it pride. I shall succeed.
We'll join you as soon as we can.
I look forward to the day. Heroes of Bionis, make us proud.
You see? Now we're getting some respect.
We're back to this again, are we?
See you soon, Callian.
Now that's interesting. The right arm of the Bionis must be where Shulk's family died, if it's the Snowy Pass. Maybe that's even where the Monado had been stored.
Right.
Also, so Dunban is trying to ship his sister with Shulk, and then you have Sharla, who's using probably her keen feminine senses. Notice that there was an
sniff out her own ships.
Well, no. Just notice that Melia had taken a fancy to Shulk and wanted to help a girl out. Be your wing woman. I mean, remember too, Melia was trying to be the valorous one in, oh, if the other girl means so much to, go get her. I'll wait for you. That kind of thing. Knowing full well that, yeah, he might retrieve Fiora and his feelings be renewed for her. Not that they should be competing off the bat. Also, Melia's in the sorry spot of, yes, she is the princess of a mystical race and heir to the throne, but, Shulk has a history and childhood best friends with... We've talked about this. You never like the fact that sometimes the new girl overshadows the childhood best friend.
I'm mixed. I think because I always feel...
You do feel bad for the childhood best friend if they've known each other for, 10, 15 years and... Oh.
We will need to traverse Sword Valley if we wish to reach Galahad Fortress.
If Colony 6 were in better shape, we could have taken a pod from there. How are we getting there?
We will take the path down from the Bionis right arm. Sword Valley is where the arm meets the Meconis sword.
Aha. So that's our route.
As I said earlier, it is a snow-covered mountain range, and you should expect a tough climb. Are we all ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Quite. First, we will head through Machna Forest. This short-range pod will be our transport. All aboard, people.
All aboard, people? What kind of phrasing is that?
What do you mean, you people?
I also like the jokes people are making in chat about wing woman for a winged woman. And also, does Metalface have a thing for Dunban? I think only insofar as he wants to impale his claws in him.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't generally like love triangles like this. I actually totally forgot. The interesting thing is I know the extra story is about Melia and Shulk, which is... I don't know. Love triangles are messy, and I don't like them.
I also feel bad for Fiora too, because she's really cute and, died saving them.
Yeah,
I just really like how they've handled Melia, because she started off as proper, but then you find out that she's experienced a lot of prejudice in her life and has tried to prove herself. Didn't know where she stood with her own father. But she has a great older brother.
Yep.
He's a nice guy. I'm glad that we haven't had to deal with the stepmother's meddling as of yet.
Yeah.
But it does make me concerned what happens when they get back. Because will be a situation where they decide to make a force with the Nopon and the Homs and the Hyentia, but the Hyentia end up turning on them because it turns out that in the interim, the stepmother has somehow either usurped her son or even killed him or something weird, and has her cronies that are loyal to that secret society that seem to be in line or in league with the Mechon or whatnot. And maybe the Hyentia will turn on them.
I will say...
What?
I will say, as far as the love triangle goes... Gosh.
Well, it's also all dependent on whether or not
I think
Fiora...
you just made me spoil the game for myself.
Wait, what do you mean?
Okay, first, I'm going to respond to the... Oh my gosh.
That is a massive
Look at him.
Swallow
Orluga. Who I apparently actually do have to...
get past.
Yeah, get past and kill. Mainly quest-wise.
Well, don't spoil anything for me.
Well, no,
I mean,
you were just talking about the Hyentia turning on everybody else, and I think I know how and why that would happen.
Oh, okay. But, I mean, my prediction was just that the stepmother was going to initiate it, but there are probably other means. Don't give it away for me.
Well, this is pure conjecture, though, because you're coming up with stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like this.
So
this is
yours is
this
pure
is
conjecture?
me calling Loki in the first episode of.
Oh, because you said that you never played past.
Yeah,
that battle
at this
before.
point, this is all new.
This is all new for you. Okay, thank goodness.
So you know the cutscene where you're supposed to go talk to Dumban?
Yes.
That is the last spot that I was at. I've never gotten past this.
Okay.
So I literally know nothing except for I guess something about the actual secret villain for this game, who I kind of know, but not really.
Well, we know that a secret villain is a Lady Entia that is working on the technology that, you know...
I'm talking about the Big Mech. Like, I know things about the Big Mech that she was talking to. Remember?
Oh, there's a larger mech that she was talking to?
Yeah, remember the guy had, a huge staff and some other things?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's, one of the common connection points. Oops. Well, we made friends. Anywho, let's see, what was I going to say?
I mean, maybe it could be a Entia ancestor or something weird.
Wild theory, the reason why the Hyentia want to go mixed race is if their original forms were
part of the Aether
were Telethia.
creatures. Yeah.
If their original forms were Telethia, maybe they can go back?
Back to being Telethia? Back to being Aether? Or...
Telethia, yeah. What if the reason why they want to mix with Homs is so they don't get turned back into Telethia?
Or that they, as beings of pure Aether, just aren't devoured.
Could be that.
But it's interesting that... I'm thinking
unless
it was just because the Monado could harm the Telethia, could harm the Hyentia, but couldn't harm Homs. But the thing is, now Shulk has released the shackles, so now he can harm Homs again. Because it would make sense if the Mechon were kidnapping Homs and putting them into their mechs to make the faced mech that were impervious to the Monado. And then you have the royal lineage of the Hyentia mixed enough with humanity so that they would also be impervious to the Monado, but the Entia are definitely involved with the Mechon because there is that lady that was in the lab, and then there's also the secret all-female society that was working under the
Maybe
Queen.
it's something to do with why Zanza was originally sealed. that we know Zen's is not on the up and up. You know, maybe...
He was also the one that forged the Monado.
Yeah. So it's probably one of those that, like, the Mechon are the secret good guys. At least to some small degree. And,
I don't think they're secret good guys. At least not Claw Dude.
well, it might be a, like,
But then why
the
would
good
they attack,
outweighs the bad.
Why would they attack the human cities then?
Maybe the human cities are important for whatever reason.
I thought it was just because they liked eating the humans. Turning them into fuel.
Are hot dogs sandwiches or subs? Discuss. Ooh.
Well, the thing is, a sub is a sub sandwich. So, hot dogs, if you specify that a sandwich is any assemblage of meat and condiments stuck between buns, then, or 2 slices of bread, then it would be a type of sandwich.
Look at her, she does a flying jump kick. Oh, that's great.
And a burger would be a sandwich.
Oh, that's weird.
What?
Just the idea of...
It's just we have a very specific name for them because a hot dog is a sausage and a burger is a ground meat. Whereas a sandwich tends to be very thinly sliced deli meat with other components.
Yeah, I guess. I haven't had a good burger in ages. Beyond Burgers are so...
We've been having plant-based
Good.
burgers, and they've actually been really good. Because we liked the veggie burgers that were at Trader Joe's, but...
One of the things about Beyond Burgers for me is they're one of the few foods that I can still, like, remember the flavor of hours later.
Huh.
If that makes sense.
Interesting.
Like,
I mean, you definitely can't escape the smell, that's for sure.
and maybe that's part of it, that... that, like...
People are bringing up hot dogs on a single piece of bread. But
it's a single piece of... It's not far off of, like, a sub sandwich, though, because sub sandwiches are a
sub
piece of
sandwiches
bread.
aren't cut all the way through either.
Yeah. Unless somebody's doing something wrong. Which happens...
And also, hot dog buns tear really easily, depending on what you get. And also, too, it's a really old-fashioned style of having hot dogs. But remember Don's Original back in Rochester? So they do the open face hot dogs where they very cleanly slice the hot dog lengthwise all the way down the center, and they toast the hot dog bun on either side and also cook the hot dog splayed out as well. And so what happens is it's like the hot dog itself is made into a bun. So when you put your ketchup and your relish and stuff on this hot dog, it is an open face hot dog with the open face bun that's been toasted, and you're actually putting condiments not just on top of the hot dog down the center of the bread, but the hot dog itself is open and you're putting condiments on the inside of that.
Yeah.
Those were so good.
I bet we could find some, like, good artisanal hot dogs around here. Ooh, look at this place. I want to be reductive. The guy the sandwich is named after and invented it to allow him to eat meat slices without getting his fingers greasy. Playing cards. So you could say a sandwich is only sliced meat. Okay, sure. It has to be cold cuts. So in that case, no.
Then
hot
a burger
dogs are
and
not.
hot dog wouldn't be?
Mm-mm. And meatball subs are an abomination.
I I mean, I always affiliated sandwiches with the thinly sliced meat.
Yep.
But then the question would be, if a sandwich doesn't have meat in it, then is it a sandwich? But
No.
you can have a grilled cheese sandwich.
They're fake?
There are other sandwiches out there. And a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
What is a peanut butter and jelly? Peanut butter and jelly. If you notice, when you say PB&J, you don't say sandwich as part of it.
Zanza is not dead. I feel it. Our tragedy unfolds once again.
Lady Menace. Does that mean...
Indeed, I do not doubt that Egil too is aware. However, why free the Monado? Zanza must realize it is now a double-edged sword. And what reason could he have for choosing the boy? What is this? I am experiencing feelings for the boy.
Lady Menace.
Vinaya, your swift repairs are appreciated.
Thank you.
I wish to see that boy again. To meet with the one who wields the Monado.
The boy? But my lady, is that not...
Is Egil aware of my reawakening?
He is not. As my lady wished, he knows nothing.
Then, there is no need to worry. I shall meet the boy. Besides, the Monado will draw him to me.
I understand why they wrote Xenoblade Chronicles 2 the way they did.
Flying off without me, huh? I know you from somewhere. Of course, I remember you. You're Junburn's little sister.
Yep. So, Is Fiora's memory still, or spirit still in the body?
Guess so.
And it has some influence.
Either that or she just thought Shulk was cute too.
I could go for a hot cup of Dixon's home brew right about now. We're not built for this cold.
It is to be expected. This climate is as different to your home as it gets. It only snows this high up on the Bionis.
Ricky hate cold.
This can't be nice for Ricky. He's from Matna.
A little further down is Sword Valley, right?
Yes. But before then, I must show you something.
Me?
You, Shulk. Do you not see? That tall formation that looks like a tower? Ruins, to be precise.
Ricky see it? Bigger than Big Tree in Village.
We can rest there. I'll explain everything then.
Your parents' frozen bodies are still there because no one can remove them.
I was actually
Just like Everest.
thinking of that. Dixon never removed them.
Look
or
at
buried
dearest
them.
mother. Give her a hug.
No,
Oh!
gross. Okay, they want you to defeat monsters.
Yeah, so we're just... I'll pick up some kill quests along the way. I'll probably come back and do them if we don't get them on the way.
I really don't like the way that Albus goes, Shulk. Shulk.
Shulk.
Shulk.
Shulk.